Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, that is Technical Knowledge but this Swapnil. In previous two videos I have explained about how you create the in the first video I have explained about how you create the attachment link, and in the second video I have created how you can extract this data and send it to your respective team or HR team or whomsoever you want to send this data. You can send it over the mail like this that I have explained. This is the file and this is the data that if you want to send to someone, right? So these two videos I have created. If you not watched it, then you can link in the description. You can check out that video first and then you can jump to this video. In this video because we have already created this workflow, we have to just add some additional elements and then we are good. The task is very simple. We have let's say uh, data we are sending, but what if you want to store this copy of every time you are extracting data, we want to store the copy in your SharePoint folder or document library. Then for that what you have to do is you have to first if you don't have any library, then just create one. I have created sample doc library, okay? And from here what I will do, every time I will trigger the flow, I need that data to be stored in a SharePoint list and also as well as sent to the respective team. So for that what I will do is I will add just action, create file. Okay, I will create a file in my SharePoint only. So your document library, you have to add your document library. So in my case that I have already shown you, sample doc is my document library where I want to store the data. The file path name, every time I will store the data, I want the new timestamp, whatever the timestamp I am storing. So I want to capture that, so I will use UTC now. So by this method I will get, okay, every time I will get new data, means new timestamp. Let's say if I extracted or done this activity last week, then that date will capture, right? So for that purpose, and then employee data dot, this is important, CSV. If you're not given extension, then it will create issues because data will not properly stored in a file. So you have to give an extension. Again, file content. What is a file content? File content is nothing but the output of CSV table. Okay, so you have to our condition is 80, right? Because the output is already stored. Means CSV file you have to plug in. Now thing is and we are sending, okay, that trigger you have already added, right? So you don't have to do anything. You have to just add this simple trigger, create file, so that the file is created. Okay, now if I save this and if I test this, let's see it will work properly or not. So file is creating, 3 seconds. Okay, created and mail sent also. I will show you the first mail, HR data, and this is the data that we are capturing. Okay, same link and all this thing. I will add the link some portion because it's a little restricted. So yeah, department, project name and attachment link. From here directly from particular this link, if you open this, then it will directly navigate to that particular attachment or the user resume or something like that if you are storing the resume, right? So yeah, and the next thing is over here, currently it doesn't have anything because I have not refreshed it. Let's refresh. Yeah, and we this timestamp like 26/3/01, today is 1st of March and the time it's captured in a US way. So okay, we can convert it, but if you click over here, okay, same data is all available over here, right? Employee name, department, project names and then attachment link. So this is how you can store as well as share the data to the someone who want that data. And again, the copy, if you want to store it, you can store it from here using in a document library by using this simple one action, create file. Okay, so I hope you like this video. If you like, then do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, and please subscribe.